I can't believe 2 years ago I was in a wheelchair. I had a stroke in the middle of the season in September of 2013. That night I had another stroke and it paralyzed my left side. It was really quiet and I really thought about it. I was like, wow, I can't walk no more. I'm a very driven person. I was like, I'm going to just tackle this and just go forward. I went and just worked hard every single day with my mind saying like, I'm not going to let this stroke beat me. I was when I hit the therapy cap, I was still in the wheelchair. I still wasn't really walking. And my legs weren't really strong enough, and my arm was not even near where I could do anything, move it or anything. I was just kind of fearful, like, am I going to get better? And because of the Falling Forward Foundation, that's what really helped me, because you have insurance only have like so many visits you can get, and I was not near ready. So if it wasn't for a Falling Forward Foundation, I wouldn't be walking like I am now. They told me, well, Dad, you got to do a father-daughter dance. And that day was probably the proudest day in my life, because I was able, within that year, to dance with her, and it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't able to get therapy like I did. Recovery is possible. It's just hard work and it's slow. But if you have time and patience, you're going to recover. I recovered. I recovered so much that now I'm coaching, I'm running, I'm walking, I'm driving, I'm independent. But that's because of adequate rehabbing helps you to recover so you can have your life back.
When it happened, I lost my ability to work, to walk, to see. I was very independent before the stroke, and to have to depend on somebody for the simplest things was devastating. I'm a fighter, and for every fighter you have to have weapons at your disposal, and that's what therapy was. And I used therapy to get control back over my life. The stroke took away my passions, and I've used my therapy to try to regain those back. It doesn't come in one big rush. It'll be little things, like being able to stand with my brace and be able to walk 10 feet straight without hanging on to everything as you go, to being able to walk with a cane. When my therapy was running out, I knew I could get better, that there was more to do, and to be able to find out that I was able to continue therapy through Falling Forward, it made me appreciate my therapy even more. Now I'm able to walk without a cane. I don't have to be in a wheelchair anymore. Now I'm able to sing, I'm able to read, I'm able to dance at powwows. I'm getting my passions back. Therapy turned I can't into I can. It turned I want to into I'm able to.
We were going down a hill, normal, at about 30 miles an hour. I had to pass the guy in front of me, just to go past him. And my front tire nicked his back tire. And I guess I lost my balance, flipped over. I don't remember that part of it, but I went up and hit the ground. I lost all knowledge. I didn't know people. I didn't know I was married. I didn't know I had children. My parents came and visited me. No idea.
Where do you begin? I mean, when he said that he was a child, he wasn't a child, he was a baby. He started over by wearing a diaper, everything. He did not know how to walk, how to speak, how to eat, how to breathe, how to do anything. He needed help with everything. He hit that part of his brain that affects the speech, the memory. The doctor asked me right when we got to Craig, he says, "What's your goals for Jason?" I said, "To be a husband and a father again. I'm not limited to my goals. I want him back, 100%. And then he had, the occupational, the speech therapy, the physical therapy, and you could just see the progression.
It helped me retrain my brain. And I realized I got better.
I knew he had a certain number of visits, but what does that mean to me? I really don't know what 30 visits means, because what are we going to do when it's done? I remember that panic, and, they all made it so easy. I so appreciate Falling Forward because they at Rehab Institute made it so easy. They're just like, well, we can apply for this, and it just all happened, and he just continued on his path. What would have happened if he was done? Just a year ago, you were doing this, and now look what you're doing.
Well, I'm able to be a parent because I can help them. I can correct them, teach them stuff. I can put them in bed, wake them up, feed them, just grow them. Before this, I worked in computers. And now I'm back at my job.
He's got so many things working on the computer. He's doing things around the house. He can do the car. He can do the electrical. I mean, he's back to becoming more of that husband that I knew.
At first I couldn't even move my hands past, my chest. I couldn't get them up to my chin. I couldn't feed myself. I couldn't move my leg. It could have gone in very terrible ways, my injury. I could easily have not had any use of my legs or arms. Nobody ever told me anything about what the future was going to be. They asked me what I wanted to do. I had a fabulous physical therapist, and she said, "Well, what is your goal? What do you hope to do?" And I said, "Well, I want to walk." Everything comes in such little pieces. Everything is so small. And I learned that, and I was so comfortable with that idea that those little pieces are going to build to something great at the end. I'm seeing progress. Independence is a big deal. I've always been a very independent person. To be able to stand up and feel so much strength in my legs. They are so strong. It was a sunny day, and I'd been walking real well at physical therapy and had been practicing going up steps and stuff. And so I told Mama that I wanted to come over, but don't tell Dad, I was going to surprise him. And so Elsa and I came over, and I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I walked up 2 steps by myself and into the house, and my dad's just sitting there, and he's just so surprised he couldn't even say anything. When I found out I could walk with the quad cane, it was very, very exciting. It's fun. I can cook now. I do the dishes and the cleanup, and I can do laundry now. I can make my own bed, and then the worry of wanting to get better and the worry of thinking I couldn't, that's been taken away because I have the Falling Forward grant. I don't have to worry about that. I know that there are people whose therapy ends. They should be able to go as long as they're making progress. I am so, so grateful that I get to keep going as long as I'm making progress. To me, that is the right thing to do for people.
You've seen several examples of people who truly got their lives back because they had the chance to complete their recoveries. And that was made possible by the generosity of our donors. We ask you to join us. Join us in this mission. Make it possible for someone to complete their recovery. I assure you, an investment in Falling Forward has a rich payback. You will truly be changing someone's life. We know disability is not the only option. At Falling Forward, we stand for ability.